The dream is real.
Yeah. Can I get a standing ovation for the authentic voice of culture? We are TKBS, and I'm your lifestyle specialist, aka the Culture Man, Kenny Burns. I like to go down memory lane. And when I get the honor to sit with my personal superheroes, it's extra special. Now, I know y'all see me in that silk, you know what I'm talking about? And them Tom Ford S bespoke, Hideaki suits. It came from an era. I had inspiration. And this man right here is one of those inspirations. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the legend, Big Daddy Kane.
Come, get some, you little bum. I take the cake, but you can't get a crumb. Rappers stepping to me, they wanna get some. But I'm the Kane, so yo, you know the outfit. Well, excuse me, take a few minutes to mellow out. Big Daddy Kane is on the mic, and I'm a
How you doing, champ?
I'm great, man. Great.
So good to see you, man.
Good to be seen and not viewed. You know?
Yeah, hello. And listen, we losing a lot of members. When you first walked in, I showed you my ode to my legends. We got Biz up there, my personal superheroes. We got Andre Harrell, we got DJ Clark Kent, and you got history with all of them. We're going to get to that momentarily. But what was it like for young Antonio Hardy, born in the county of Kings, Brooklyn to be exact? What was that like growing up?
Fun, I mean, like when you in the hood, it's like, you either become, I figure like, a product of your environment or you're gonna, make those adjustments to rise above.
That's right.
And, just one of those kids who always wanted to rise above. I'm always looking at something as, this can be special.
Yeah.
Regardless to what it was. And, hip hop just ended up being that thing.
Yeah, man. And you came up in the golden era of it all. I feel like, to your point of like growing up in the hood, we didn't know we were poor. We didn't, it wasn't you didn't realize it. You know what I'm saying? You had your friends, you did the things that fulfilled your spirit. And it wasn't materialistic so much when we were kids, you know what I mean? But then we were introduced to the things and we got to be enamored by it, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's why I say, you can either end up being a product of your environment or someone that's, looking for something different. Because it's like you said, when you're a kid, you don't know.
Yeah.
You just living life.
Yeah.
It is what it is until it ain't what it ain't. So you just, you making your moves, doing what you do just because this is where you are.
That's right.
But it's so easy to get trapped. And then, you have those that's looking at TV or whatever, reading magazines and getting inspired. I want to be this, I want to be that, I want to do like him, things of that nature.
What music inspired you growing up? What was it like in the Hardy household musically? What was your parents playing? What was the vibe?
Well, like my mom, she played a lot of Teddy Pendergrass,
Turn off the light,
Marvin Gaye, Isley Brothers, OJ. My pops, it was just Al Green, Johnny Taylor.
shake it up, shake it down.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all Al Green and Johnny.
He was on repeat with them albums.
Yeah. Nah, the Matrix.
Wow. Take us back. My daddy had a Cadillac with a brown. I never forget this Cadillac. Oh my God, he had the green tree air freshener, and he used to push in them big ass 8 tracks into the player.
Yeah, my mom's was the one that bought the albums.
Nice. Yeah, because Teddy Pendergrass was she probably was listening to him when he was in Harold and the Blue Notes.
Well, no, these were the solo albums. And I was explaining that to someone, saying how you would adjust to it. You were aware of 3 different genres back then.
Yeah.
Because me as a child, I have enough money to go and buy a Sugar Hill Gang record.
I said a hip.
Come on.
Flash and the Furious 5 record.
It's like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going.
Right.
I have enough money to buy a Stephanie Mills, record, right? But even after I buy them, I gotta wait until I have the opportunity to play them.
That's right.
Because my mom's on the stereo.
And you had to wait till she finished playing what she was playing.
So, I'm aware of Teddy Pendergrass. I'm aware of the Isley Brothers because this is what she's playing.
That's right.
And then if the Grands come and pick you up, you be in the car listening to a Delphonics 8 track.
That's right.
I love you.
You Shy Lights 8 track.
Come on,
So
man.
you're a
Take me
child
back.
aware of the Delphonics era, of Isley Brothers, Teddy Pendergrass era, and the Sugar Hill Gang, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5 era.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you growing up in hip hop, actually. It began when you were, you know what I'm saying, alive, you know what I'm saying? And you hadn't participated in it yet, but what was that like in junior high school? You got, you know what I'm saying, like Planet Rock out by African Bambaataa.
Honestly, my first experience was 1977. I'm a 9-year-old kid at a block party playing, you know, doing all my little silly, goofy stuff, you know, and a DJ by the name of Master D, he threw on, you may have known him as DJ Lance.
Okay.
But in the 70s, his name was Master D. He threw on Love Is the Message. And I saw these dudes just line up.
Right.
And when they lined up, each one of them was getting on the mic, rhyming, they spitting. And like, I never seen nothing like that. I'm a 9-year-old kid, I never seen nothing like that.
Wow.
Again. So now, you know, I don't want to, you know, go to the block parties no more just to, you know,
hang out.
Nah, well, you know, I'm 9, so
Yeah.
you know, I'm going so to get wet in front of the Johnny Pump, and you know, play tag, run, catch, and kiss, or
That's
whatever,
right.
you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm going waiting to see these here dudes get up and rhyme on the mic while the DJ cutting the record up. Like I had never seen. This is '77.
Wow.
So that was my real first experience.
Wow.
You know, yeah.
Yeah, 9 years old, you're witnessing that. It's a form of music that's not popular yet. It's just some neighborhood borough.
Yeah, there's no records, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember when I heard rappers like
I said the hip.
telling my friend that, you know, yo, it's on the radio.
Yeah.
And, you know, he like Mr. Magic.
Yeah.
Mr. Magic was, you know, on the radio playing like, you know, tapes and stuff
That's
like
right.
that from performances. From
First
hip-hop
mix show
shows.
DJ kind of thing, yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, no, I'm talking about a record, man.
Yeah.
I'm like,
It's
a
in
record.
rotation.
Yeah.
It came
you
on
know,
after
like,
Stephanie Mills.
Yeah, it's a real record, yeah. You know, so I was like, wow. So I remember seeing it, you know, as it started becoming, you know, an industry thing.
Yeah, so that was your first entree into actually thinking you could do it, right? That one day I could rap. When did you get the mic in the park? Did you ever get that to that point that early?
In the beginning, I wanted to be a DJ.
Oh, first.
Yeah, I wanted to be a DJ. I had turntables.
Wow, I didn't know that. I'm today's years old.
Yeah, I had turntables that I wanted to be a DJ, but someone broke into my grandmother's house and stole the turntable.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So that was pretty much a wrap with that. And my cousin, I had an older cousin, he decided that he was going to start rapping. So I said, you know, I want to get down with him then. So because I had already written rhymes.
Right.
You know. But
You were
like,
practicing.
Well, I'm like my cousin, she wanted to. Another one of my female cousins named Nikki, she wanted to rhyme. So I was writing rhymes for her.
Got it.
And when he said that he was going, you know, he's starting a rap group, I'm like, I want to get down.
Yeah.
But he was telling me I'm too young because they were older teens.
Cool. I don't get upset. I kick a hole in the speaker. I'm sorry. Big shout out to Rakim. Yeah, I just had a flashback. Yeah.
But nah, it was just one of them type of things. When he told me that, you know, instead of just writing regular rhymes, I started writing battle rhymes.
Wow.
Because I figured if I could beat the other two dudes that he was down with, he'd put me down. So I started writing battle rhymes.
What grade were you in at this time?
8th.
8th grade.
Yeah.
So you get to high school. You meet Mr. C. You meet Biz Marquis.
Hey, well, I'm the human orchestra called Biz Marquis. Making music orally is my specialty. When I go,
I think in the same year, if I'm not mistaken, right?
1984, yeah.
So what was the energy like in high school? I mean, because you in high school, this is 80...
83, I believe.
Okay. So you're a freshman. You meet these people. Hip-hop is happening.
Yeah.
The music is now in the mix show heavy. Some of it's making it to radio heavy. What's the energy for you? Like, what is the mindset when you meet these two superheroes as well?
Well, at that point in time, it was like I had done got so good at battle rapping that was really my only focus. That was the only thing I was focusing on. I just want to be the dopest MC in Brooklyn. I'm going to this project, looking for who's the best MC here to battle them. This high school, that high school, you know, who's your best MC? Asking them to battle. And that's the type of thing that I was doing.
Crazy.
You know.
It's almost like playing basketball.
Nah,
it was a sport for you.
I think it was more like, you know, like the gunslingers in the West.
Oh, okay.
You know, looking for the fastest gun. So you can challenge them.
All right.
You know? So it was that type of thing. And then Same cousin who I mentioned I used to write for, Nikki, she was dating this guy from Long Island. And whenever he came to see my cousin, he used to always tell me about this dude, Biz Markie. He always told me about this dude, Biz Markie.
Right.
And I just got sick and tired of him talking about him.
Right.
So one day he was like, yo, my man Biz is in the mall. He don't just rap no more either. He do the human beatbox too.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, the Biz dude is in the mall now? He's like, yeah. I was like, can I meet him?
Well, Albee Square Mall?
Albee Square Mall, yeah.
Wow.
Albee Square Mall in Brooklyn. And so we went across in the mall, and as we was approaching him, I'm like, yo, Wayne, listen, I'm gonna ask your man for a battle. And after we battle, I don't want to hear about this motherfucker no more.
Right.
From now on, you tell him about Kane.
That's right.
And I asked Biz to battle. We battled. And after the battle, Biz was like, yo, you dope.
Yeah.
Real dope. Yo, you should get down with me. I do a lot of shows in Harlem, Long Island.
He was selling you early.
Yeah, he was like, you know, we can make a little bit of money, but I promise you one day I'll get you a record deal.
Wow.
And I was like, all right, you know.
And that was the beginning of it all.
Yeah.
So where'd you come with the name Big Daddy Kane? Was that already in full effect as you're battling these people?
I was just MC Kane. Like I was like, you know, heavy into like, you know, the Saturday afternoon, you know, Kung Fu flicks and whatnot, you know, just to come on TV and stuff. Yeah. So if we outside, you know, playing stickball or Coco Levy or whatever, you know,
right.
3 o'clock Saturday, I'm out.
Yeah. I'm trying to watch this Kung Fu. Bruce Lee's on.
There you go. So like one of the jokes, you know, like, all right, we just lost Bruce Lee. All right, we just lost Young Grasshopper.
Right.
All right, we just lost Kane. Because that was David Carradine's name.
Yes, David Carradine. Right.
So when I, you know, did the rap thing, I was like, you know, well, you know, Young Grasshopper, you know.
That's not going to work.
So I was like MC Kane, you know.
That's
but
right.
in the rhymes, you know, lots of times in my rhymes, I would use the term Big Daddy.
Yeah.
And then Biz told me, yo, nah, you need to put that in the name, you know.
Oh, so Biz was encouraging that.
Yeah.
I love that, man. And Big Daddy made sense back then because you was fathering MCs. I'm talking about, and I'm today's years old hearing about the stories about you going borough to borough looking for the best rapper in Brooklyn. And, you know, it makes sense though, you know what I'm saying, as you get into your later offerings. But I want to talk about, you know, this crew. Y'all end up joining the legendary Juice Crew. Was this like in high school still? Like, how did you connect? And I know Biz was somewhere involved.
Oh yeah, no, it all happened through Biz. You know, he got down with them first.
Okay.
And he toured with Shan.
Hip hop was set out in the dark. They used to do it out in the park.
Toured with Shantae.
Well, my name is Roxanne. Don't you know I just a cold rock.
Him and Shantae did the Def Fresh Crew song with him beatboxing.
Okay.
And then eventually he made his debut. And, you know, he came back to me in high school, was like, yo, doing these shows, you know, come out on the road.
Right.
I like, you know, let's do what we used to do before he made a record.
That's right.
And, you know, he was like, you know, asked me to help him write his album.
Yeah.
And so that's how I got down. And, you know, just basically doing cameo appearances on stage with Biz. And then until eventually I was able to, you know, record my own first song.
That's right. I love that. But I think that people need to understand how big the crew was back then. It was Marley Marl and Mr. Magic, who you previously heard playing these records on the radio. Now you're in the mix with them. It was you, Cool G Rap, Biz Mark,
The music with your mouth, Biz.
Roxanne Shantae,
Because my name is Roxana and I came to say
MC Shan, Master Ace, Craig G.
My name is Quick G.
I forgot about Tragedy, the Intelligent Hoodlum.
It's funky like a monkey that ain't washed in years.
I was doing the research and it was like, oh shit. Then TJ Swan.
Why'd you have to leave me that way?
So
TJ Swan,
this is a hell of a crew.
We was deep, you know, and so much talent.
Yeah, man.
I mean, and so much diversity.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, Biz did a lot of humorous stuff. Like Sham was like the wild child. Like Shantae was just a different type of animal, man. I mean, I remember, like, you know, back then, you know, seeing this little girl walk into venues and grown men get quiet,
Yeah.
get nervous around her.
Yes.
You know, not knowing, you know, like worried about what she might say.
Right.
You know.
In a rhyme, right?
Yeah.
And she was so like confident in her delivery too, to be so young. People don't realize she was like 15, right?
Yeah.
Something crazy.
And she was just so nice off the dome. And if she get irritated, it's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, she coming for your life.
Yeah. She used to do it to me sometimes, man. You know, because like for a short period of time during 86, 87, I was her DJ.
Wow.
You know, and there was a part of the show where I'd come off the turntables and a manager, Fly Ty, he would just do like drops, you know. And I would come down there and me and her would battle each other about who could sex each other better.
Oh, wow.
And, you know, Shantae the star, so naturally, you know, the crowd go crazy, you know, for her rhymes. But every once in a blue moon, it might be an instance where a rhyme I said, the crowd go crazy for mine.
Yeah.
And if they did, I could see that fire in her eye.
Like I'm coming back for this nigga's hole.
She about to diss the shit out of me. I'm not just gonna like I can see it. Like, you know, so I mean, but she, you know, she's always had that killer instinct passion, you know, that thing, that drive about her.
I love that, man. Isn't that something about the era though? It was so competitive. Even within crews, it was like, I have to be the best. And I think that's why they refer to y'all as the golden era, because the intentionality, the wordplay. I mean, you came, we're gonna talk about it momentarily, you came with some type of different energy with the fast rapping, but clear, concise, you know what I'm saying? You had Dolomite, you know what I'm saying, with this whole black exploitation, but then you had the, you know, consciousness and, you know, the respect of the 5%ers. And I just want to go here for 1 second before we get off the Juice Crew. MC Shan you referred to as the wild child, and I'll never forget when I heard the Boogie Down Productions, you know what I'm saying, this.
The bridge is over, the bridge is over.
Because they only mentioned Marley Marl and MC Shan. They didn't never mention other people. Was it just they beef? Or what was that whole Boogie Down Production Juice Crew thing, for the record?
I can't say for certain, but in my opinion, I really think that it was BDP and Mr. Magic beef, and Shan and Marley just caught strays.
Got it.
Because it didn't make sense dissing Magic. It made more sense to diss the MC.
Because he wasn't a rapper. Okay, got it. He wasn't a rapper. He was a DJ versus. But
I mean, I think it was a great moment for hip hop.
Man,
it was a great moment for hip hop. Yeah.
You know, I mean, when you look at the Bridges Over and you look at all the who started hip hop and whatever, and I think that's another thing too. Like,
you understand, Shan never said that hip hop started in Queens.
Right.
All he was just simply trying to say was how he like the story I just told you about Master D in '77.
Yeah.
That's all Shan was doing, talking about what he remembered from his childhood, hip hop in Queensbridge.
Got it.
That's all he was saying.
Got it. But people like to own the title. They like to be possessive. And this is a form of music at the time that is not the biggest thing in the world. It's a form of music, and it's bubbling and it's coming up. So I mean, people are fighting for their positioning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. All day, every day. Still to this day, you know?
Yeah. Well, I know you had a single come out shortly after, Rhyming with Biz.
Well, it's the Kane in the flesh. Of course I'm fresh.
The guy you had been, you know what I'm saying, partner with all this time, actually doing what he said he was going to do as far as getting on and bringing you along. He kept his word. What was that like to have your first actual single out with Biz?
It was fun, but it was also stressful.
Yeah.
You know, like I have a new song, and for those that were aware, it was, you know, life-changing for me.
Absolutely.
For those that were aware. But stressful at the same time because I was an unknown artist. Biz was already established. Biz rhymed first.
Overshadowing, kind of.
So everybody thought it was Biz's song.
Got it.
Even though I can go outside and see cars driving by, playing it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing it on the mix shows Friday and Saturday night from Mr. Magic and from Red Alert.
Yeah.
It's playing. But me, Scoob, and my man Lays, we still gotta walk to the corner store and steal fish sticks and canned shrimp to eat. Because
what is a fish stick? Hold on, what is a fish stick?
Fish sticks.
Oh, I thought you said fish dick.
No, fish sticks. Come on, that's that South Park.
I've never heard of that. Yeah.
Nah, Mrs. Paul's frozen fish sticks.
Got it.
You know, we got to go steal the frozen fish sticks and
every Friday night I had that, Kane. Fish sticks and French fries.
Yeah, we still got to steal food because I ain't making no money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
Our song, and the worst thing is, like, after you done stole some food to go outside and hear your shit riding by playing.
Crazy.
You know
I'm on Rap Attack and I got to go steal fish sticks.
Yeah, but it was, so it was stressful in that way, man,
Yeah, well, I think your next offering kind of settled the score and who you were and who you were about to be. You hit us with that raw.
Here I am, R-A-W, a terrorist.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. This is some flowers that I want to give you. I'm gonna give you a lot of them this episode. But you said, "Here I am, R-A-W, a terrorist, here to bring trouble to phony MCs. I move on, and C's I just conquer and stomp other rappers with ease." I mean, how else would you want to be introduced in hip hop? That was such a forceful play. You know what I'm saying, in a stance and how you about to attack the industry, in my opinion.
And intentional because of what I just said. My introduction was overshadowed by biz success. And I'm constantly asking Fly Ty, yo, I need to put out a song with just me. And he like,
give me my look.
He like, nah, there's still life in this song. There's still life in this, man. We need to work this some more. But, I'm not getting no shows.
Yeah.
And when I do get booked for shows, it might be for like $500. So when Ty finally greenlighted and was like, yeah, the first thing I wanted to let people know, yes, here I am. R-A-W, ready and willing,
Did you put that like in a sequence? Because I know I was interviewing Young Dro a couple weeks back, and he said on his Shoulder Lean song, and he was like, Dro.
I'm clean in it, okay. Now I'm finna shoulder lean in it.
And he said the whole time he was writing a rhyme, he saw himself in the crowd. And then all of a sudden it opened up and the spotlight came. Like when you wrote, did you see what was going to happen?
I saw myself, really making my breakthrough. Yes.
Yeah, it was visual because the record sounds visual.
Yeah. I saw myself making my breakthrough. Yeah.
That's beautiful, man. And I think it's a testament too because you were one of the first artists that had like several singles to introduce him before the actual album came out. And we're going to get to Long Live the Kane in 1 minute, but you had Raw, Ain't No Half Stepping.
I'm the big Daddy Kane. Ain't no half stepping.
Set It Off,
React, exact, Mac, I move you with a strong song as long
which is another wordplay master to me. And then you had I'll Take You There.
Hear ye from far and near. The one they call the Big Daddy Kane is here.
Like, what was that like setting up the masterpiece, your first debut album, Long Live the Kane?
Everything is new to me.
Yes.
So I don't know what I'm doing. I know what I feel, but I don't know what I'm doing. So just watching the process and everything, come into being, it was, educational and, exciting.
Trial and error.
Yeah. With Raw, it was like so much street credibility.
Yeah.
Because right before Raw dropped, that's when Cold Chillin' did the deal with Warner Brothers.
The big deal.
Yeah.
That's right.
So now the independent label Cold Chillin' is now part of a major label.
Exactly. A big distribution now.
But they only wanted Shantae, Shan, and Biz.
Wow.
They left me and G-Rap.
Wow.
So we wasn't part of the Warner Brothers deal.
What in the entire fuck? That don't even sound right, but yeah.
Well, I mean,
they didn't know.
We wasn't popping. Like I had Just Rhyme with Biz, G had It's a Demo, and they were, like just street songs. They wasn't radio success.
Right.
So they didn't want us.
Wow.
And then when we did drop Raw, that's when Benny Medina told Fly Ty, just stop pressing up any, more 12 inches on the Kane guy. We want to have him over at Warner Brothers.
Okay.
And we're going to put the song in a movie.
Nice. What movie was that?
Colors. Yeah.
Colors.
Nah.
I'm a fucking hip-hop stan.
Because when they reissued it as a 12-inch, it was reissued on Warner, not Cold Chillin' Warner. It was reissued on Warner as a single from Colors.
Soundtrack.
And then, the deal was worked out and I became part of Warner Brothers then.
Did you feel like on the album cover for Long Live the Kane that you just had worked for this motherfucking moment? You looked like royalty. You looked like Caesar the Great. God damn it, I got my bitches. I'm sorry, my women. And then it looked like royalty. And back then we didn't have that visual. We did not have that visual. Not that visual.
Well, I mean, I wanted it to look like royalty, but the whole concept was through the eyes of the photographer, George Dubose.
Big shout to George.
Yeah, he came up with that whole concept. Because I remember the day of the shoot. I mean, we had like a 15-minute argument with me. Like, I'm not putting on no goddamn toga.
So you literally didn't want to do it?
No, I wanted to do it, but I didn't want to do it that way.
Got it.
I was not feeling the toga.
But I'm going to tell you, though, this is real talk. Sometimes we don't know, right? And you can have those genuine feelings, you know what I'm saying? But if you look back at the album cover, it's so iconic because they were not doing that. Hip-hop was not on that at all.
Yeah.
And then you had the joints in it. You know what I'm saying? You already was the ladies' man. You had the, but you had the energy, and it made sense even more as time.
No, I mean, I have no regrets.
Yeah, looking back.
I have no regrets. Yeah, I mean, I thought that it was a classic cover, and it made so much sense.
Yeah.
Especially as a debut album.
Come on.
That it's going to be the reverse of that for my final album.
Come on. We're going to get to the curtain call momentarily. But I want to shout you out, man, because Ain't No Half Stepping went crazy on the charts. Hip-hop, people got to remember, this is not a time you debuting in the top 50. You had 53, you know what I'm saying, on Ain't No Half Stepping. You did 73, same year, on I'll Take You There, with that amazing sample.
Very first song I ever recorded with Marley.
Right?
Before Raw, before Just Riding with Biz.
That was the very first record.
Very first song.
Love that sample, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I came to Marley crib to bring him the lyrics for Nobody Beats the Biz. And Biz hadn't gotten there yet. And he was like, yo, Biz ain't here. He was talking to me, the chain on the door wouldn't let me in. I'm like, you know,
why wouldn't he let you in?
He didn't know me.
Oh, he was just bringing around. Okay, got it.
But I had been to his crib before.
Right.
But it's just a +1.
He was just on some light skin shit.
You said that. I ain't said it.
Yeah.
But nah, you know, I mean, I wouldn't let no strange dude that I'm not comfortable with or no like that in my crib either, you know. So, I mean, I understood where he's coming from.
For sure.
But then when I just finally like, all right, well, look, these are rhymes he's supposed to use today. Just give them to him.
Got it.
And he was like, you write Biz stuff? And I was like, I wrote that. And he was like, how it go? And I kicked it a little bit. He was like, you
Nobody beats the Biz.
Nobody beats the Biz.
And then he asked me, did I rhyme? I kicked the verse. Then he took the chain off. Was like, yo, you want to work on something?
Wow.
And that's when we did I Take You There.
How does this, like, back then you had to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, people wouldn't like come down the street like, that's Marley Marl, like, if you didn't know that was Marley Marl, because you didn't have Instagram. You couldn't see nobody. You had to literally, and you like walking into the shit on accident. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's almost how it happened.
No, I mean, it happened through Biz. Biz was the outlet. Biz.
No, I know, but I'm saying it's not no whole bunch of outlets. Like, you dig what I'm saying? Like, Marley Marl was an outlet. He had Mr. Magic. They had the thing.
But you know the face, you know, I mean, you know, from flyers and stuff. You knew
that's right.
Marley face, you knew Magic. Well, I mean, if you was from New York, you knew.
Right, because there wasn't no Source magazine. It wasn't none of that.
Nah. There was what was it? Word Up and Rap
Black
Masters
Beat or something.
Yeah, I think there was Black Beat. Yeah, but Rap Masters and Word Up. You know.
And then it was Ebony and Essence.
Well, I mean, there was Right On, but then Right On they started incorporating a lot of hip hop stuff as well.
Yes. Wow, man, you took me back. Yeah. Right On magazine.
Yeah.
I remember you on that cover of that joint with the high top with all the truck drivers. Like, how do I get some money? I need some money like that. And I could not rap. I think it's amazing, man, what you did with your show too. You know, you have Long Live the Kane out. You have all this amazing affiliation through joint records and and your crew. But you had Scoob and Scrap Lover, man. And them dudes, I think it took your show, you know what I mean? Because you already was a lyricist. And back in them days, you could have punchlines that would keep you in favor and had the crowd going crazy. But then you add Scoob and Scrap Lover? Mm-hmm. What was that like? How did you meet them? And how did that history come about?
Well, back in the mid-'80s, when we used to go hang at this club called Latin Quarters, Scoob was part of a dance unit called the IOU Dancers.
Wow.
They would come on stage and perform dance routines before the main rap artists would perform.
Got it.
So that's how I knew Scoob, you know. At that point, I was, still Biz +1. So I'm in the club hanging with Biz. And, me, Scoob, and another one of the members called Reg, we got cool. And I was like, yeah, whenever I make a record, I want y'all to get down with me.
I love it.
And then when I made my first song, I came back, talked to Scoob, and he told me to use his man Lays. So it was me, Scoob, and Lays. You probably know Lays. He manages MOP.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So it was me, Scoob, and Lays. And, you know, eventually it changed to Scrap. We you know, Lays left and Scrap came in. And it was like we all the same complexion, all had the same exact hairstyle.
Yeah.
So they like the chemistry was there.
You look like a group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like, you know, they were like, you know, like we were talking like they're just gonna be behind me dancing.
Yeah.
But then Doug Fresh came to see me perform.
Big shout out to the legend.
Yeah, he came to see me perform at this club in Manhattan, and we tore it down. After the show, Doug was like, yo, why you didn't, you know, do this? Why you didn't, you know, do that?
Right.
I thought
critiquing you.
Yeah. You know, but I thought he was hating.
Oh, really?
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, so he like, yo, won't you come and hang out? You know, come to the crib, man. Let me show you something. So we went to his crib afterwards. He showed me these videos of Pink Floyd, Earth, Wind and Fire, Michael Jackson.
Wow.
And what he was explaining was like, everybody else is trying to do what they seen, you know, Run DMC and Flash and the Furious 5 and Houdini do.
Wow.
I'm trying to do stuff that nobody in hip-hop has even done yet.
I love that.
So the next morning, I woke up, went to Tower Video, bought VHS performances of James Brown, Marvin Gaye, Barry White.
Yeah.
And I started studying those, you know, thinking of stuff and incorporating. And, you know, when I saw James Brown do the split and Bobby Bird pull him up by his hair, I'm like, oh, yeah.
I seen you do it 100 times since.
Yeah. Now, I told Scoop, I'm like, yo, we need something like this, but you just don't fuck with my hair. Just grab up to the back of my, you know. Yeah, so I started doing the routines with them. Like when the break come, I jump back and we do it all together. And, you know, yeah, that just started the thing.
Yeah, bro. I was looking at this clip from the Apollo, man. And big shout out to you for doing a woman's only show. I think you might be the only artist that has ever done that at the Apollo for sure.
Probably rap-wise.
Rap-wise,
I think Keith Sweat has done something. I can't remember.
We talking rap, though.
Oh, yeah.
The audacity. How did you come up with that in your mind? I mean, because you had this player image clearly, but at the same time, to say I'm going to do an all-female concert, and it was packed 2 nights in a row.
We had the idea, and shout out to Ife Kiera, rest in peace. She was artist relations over at Warner Brothers.
Okay.
And we talked, and she was talking about how when Teddy Pendergrass did it.
Come on.
Turn off the lights.
Yeah.
So she was like, you know, this is how he did it. He had it laid out this way. It was done like that. And then like when the women came in, every seat had a little teddy bear in it that said hug on Teddy.
What'd you put on the seat?
Candy canes that said suck on candy.
Give me a round of applause. God, this man's a genius. Yeah. Yo, are you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead.
That's fucking amazing.
Yeah, stage 4 cancer. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And you got what you wanted out of that, though. I think these are the things
amazing.
people had to run and talk about.
I mean, even like the crazy stuff, I think made it look incredible because about 20 Brooklyn dudes climbed up the fire escape.
Crazy.
And bum rush.
No.
Yeah, like bum rush.
They was like,
So,
y'all
like,
took
yeah,
all
like-
the women.
Like the last show.
We're getting up in here.
Last show, dudes made it in.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you had all of their wives and girlfriends in there. Give me my bitch back. I don't think you realize how serious 1988 was when you came out with your debut, man. I mean, you had MC Light as a rock.
Must I say it again? I said it before. Move out the way when I'm coming through the door. Me.
EPMD, Strictly Business.
Do not try to diss us, keep your mouth so suck a jaw, because I'm strictly business.
Public Enemy, I think they came out the same day as you, June 28, 1980. It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. Ice-T came out with Power. That's the one where he had the pistol and the girl and the
Darlene.
Big shout to Darlene. Ultramagnetic MCs came with Critical Beatdown. Slick Rick, the great adventures of Slick Rick. Jungle Brothers and Eazy-E came out with Easy Does It. Mm-hmm. That was a hell of a year. I mean, Jesse Jackson ran for president in 1988. 1988 might be
And also Keith Sweat, Al B. Shore, and Bobby Brown.
Come on.
All those are 88.
What the fuck was we supposed to do in 88? We couldn't focus on nothing but y'all's records. It was unbelievable.
Yeah, amazing year for music, man.
And it was set the, standard, I think, going forward. Because in 1989, your biggest debut to date, It's a Big Daddy thing came out. And when I tell you, I mean, you already was a superhero, right? Because rap was not that accessible for everybody to enter into the game. You had to be a part of a nucleus that was very small, because anybody can rap today. They can throw something out today on Apple, you know what I'm saying, Spotify. Back then you had to really be groomed, prepared. And I feel like when you hit us with It's a Big Daddy thing and Smooth Operator,
So let's groove with the Smooth Operator.
it was Lights Out Joe Jackson. You like that? We get into this pimp era, you can see the Dolomite conversation coming.
With that sophomore album, so much more was understood.
Yeah.
On Long Live the Kane, I could only rap Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Because that's all I hadn't seen the world.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Yes, I feel like.
So by the time the second album, I understood that, you have male fans, you have female fans.
Yeah.
You have East Coast fans, you have West Coast fans. You have European fans.
Come on.
You have black fans, you have white fans. You have young, adolescent fans. You even have mature fans your parents' age.
That's right.
So, understanding all that, I could, really broaden my spectrum, and, write more advanced.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but it sounded more intentional. It sounded like you seen more. You know what I'm saying? Even sonically, it sounded different. I think, from first album to second album, it was in a pocket that was different. You know what I'm saying? Who produced that record? Smooth Operator.
I did. I produced Smooth Operator.
I love that, bro. I'm today's years old.
A lot of the stuff on there, yeah.
On that album in particular?
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Teddy Riley did I Get the Job Done. I had Easy Mo B and Prince Paul that did a few cuts as well.
Yeah, that Teddy Riley, I Get the Job Done, I work, baby. That thing right there. That was, for me, and you got to imagine, it's 89. Teddy Riley's, he's superhuman. He's doing all these joints, and then you get one of them. Mm-hmm. You on the list. If there was a Teddy Riley list, and you had to go through the hits, you on that list.
That beat was amazing. It was like we were in Larrabee's studio in L.A., and I left to go to the movies and came back to that.
Wait a minute. You left to go to the movies, you just took a break, and then he was working.
Like when we got there, he was like talking, and I said, yo, I don't want like none of the stuff that you do for Mo D or Heavy D. I want what you do for Guy.
Come on.
And he was like, he laughed, I got you. And then he played this record, the break beat from Catch a Groove. And I'm like, yeah, I know that. I'm like, yeah, it's Catch a Groove. So. And then he went to the top. He said, have you ever heard this part? And I'm like, nah. And this is of a breakbeat that I had.
Right.
I'm like, I never played it from the beginning. I'm like, oh wow, And he like, watch what I do. I left and went to the movies. And when I came back.
Hey, yo, Teddy.
Yo.
I ran to say, yo,
Yeah.
It's amazing how y'all took samples and breakbeats back in the day and made full records. I had Eric Sermon on the show. He would take 4 breakbeats, you know what I'm saying, a melody from this one, and make one whole track. And I think that it's so ingenious because even my son today, when he's not using MPCs and all the things, but he's taking these sounds and these AI noise, he makes a whole thing, but it's really reminiscent of the golden era of hip hop.
Yeah. If you understand the art form of it, yeah.
It's such an incredible thing because I think as we get into, the symphony.
I don't know what y'all gonna do with this, but it got to be funky.
You know what I'm saying? With Master Ace, Cool G Rap, Craig G, like, that was one of them ones. You hadn't had many records where you had like the crew just come annihilate a beat. And I never forget the intro. I don't care who goes first or who goes last. It just gotta be funky.
Yeah. That came from Marley, Ace, and Craig trying to, I guess, figure out who was gonna rhyme first.
Right. Right.
But the whole song started from Raw. After I did Raw, me and G-Rap, we rhymed over the beat.
Okay.
And Marley started playing the freestyle on BLS. With me and G rhyming over it. And everybody kept calling to request it. Yo, we hear that Kane and G-Rap version of Raw.
Wow.
So everybody calling the station to request it. So Marley said, yo, I want y'all to do this again on Wax.
Right.
But for my album, not y'all.
Right.
All right, no doubt.
Yeah.
So it was supposed to really just been me and G-Rap.
Okay.
And then he said, yo, I told Craig, and Craig said he wanted to be on it too. And Craig had just put this song out called Duck Alert. And I noticed, like, you know, the transfer, like from his song Transformers to Duck Alert, like lyrically, he had just stepped his game up so crazy. You know, so I was like, yeah, we should put Craig on it.
Yeah.
So it was just me, G-Rap, and Craig. So we took the photos from all the album cover that day, left, went back to his crib, said we're gonna record the song. And then Marley just out of nowhere says, yeah, I'm gonna put my new artist on it too. And that was Master Ace.
Wow.
Yeah.
And Master Ace came out strong too.
Yeah.
And that helped his career.
Yeah, Ace has always been a problem, and Ace has always been a student of hip hop.
Okay.
You know, and I mean, in all honesty, I really, really believe that if Master Ace would have had a song out and been part of the Juice Crew back in 1986, we would have probably seen the success of that Wu-Tang saw.
Oh, wow. As a unit.
Yeah. Ace had that vision.
Big shout to Master Ace. One of my favorite songs, 1990. You were featured on the controversial Public Enemy's Burn Hollywood Burn with Ice Cube.
Burn, Hollywood, burn, I smell a riot.
I didn't know I needed that record back then. I mean, I had Fuck the Police. And all this amazingness coming out the West that just was like a roving reporter and giving us what's going on in the hood out there. Because we, you know, you ain't see, I know Instagram, you ain't know, unless you know, got it through movies like Colors, but that was the version they gave you. But this was like, and then you knew Ice Cube was writing all the songs, so you knew he was a wordsmith. So to have Public Enemy, the most conscious rap group in the history of rap, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? Power to the people, all the things. Fight the power. Then you got Big Daddy Kane, the best rapper in the game, and Ice Cube, the best West Coast rapper in the game. What was that experience like?
It was great because this was one of those topics that I didn't know needed to be addressed, but did. You know, to hear Chuck Concept, let's talk about it. Yeah. You know, so I mean, I was just happy to be a part of that. And then, you know, the bonus is being able to say I did a song with Public Enemy and Ice Cube. But I mean, subject matter wise, what the vision that Chuck had, I thought was something very, very important.
Yeah.
You know, especially, you know, with our voices.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I was glad to be a part of it.
And you weren't afraid to do it, because clearly people were getting canceled for shit like that back in the day.
Yeah. You know, in my mind, I'm like, you know, I ain't gonna win no damn Grammy or no Oscar any goddamn way. You know, so you know, they ain't heard me.
I know, that's right.
Focused on that.
But
you understand, with this music thing, this is something that, like when I was explaining that I was trying to be the dopest MC in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Okay, now I'm known worldwide. At that point, I just want to be the dopest MC, and I just want to showcase the art of MCing, the importance of lyricism.
Yes.
That's all I ever wanted to do.
I
just, you know what I'm saying? Like, my reward is people saying, yo, your music got me through high school.
That's right.
Your music got me through college. Your music got me through Desert Storm. Your music got me through my pregnancy.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest reward I feel like I could ever receive. You know? A Grammy or a BET award, you know, that's something you put on the shelf. Words like that, that's something that touch your heart.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, Big Daddy Kane, you got me through junior high school. I mean, the confidence you displayed in your work gave me confidence, you know what I'm saying? Along with Rakim, I would give y'all two, like, the biggest bouquet of flowers I could possibly give as far as what you contributed to me.
If you say that I contributed something to your life, man, I want you to know that means a lot to me.
Absolutely.
Coming from a light-skinned brother.
Yeah. You know the wars niggas used to have back in the day. That light-skinned, dark-skinned shit was serious.
Light-skinned brother, man.
Yeah.
That warms my heart.
Yes, you did, man. Yes, you did. And you was the coolest with it. You know, authenticity from that era was something different. It was who you were. Like, even hearing you talk about the commitment to going borough to borough to make sure niggas knew you was the best. That was the spirit of the 80s for me. In early 90s as I got into high school. But I want to talk about your Grammy that you did get, man. You won a Grammy for Best Rap Performance by a duo or group for your performance on Quincy Jones' Back on the Block.
Back on the block, so we can rock with the soul.
Yeah.
How was that?
You know how people say top three?
Yeah.
With me starting out, our top three was Grandmaster Caz, Melly Mel, and Kumo D.
Come on.
So I had the opportunity to work with 2 of our top 3.
Wow.
Melly Mel and Kumo D.
Beautiful.
They're both on that song, you know. So, I mean, that was like a dream come true. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, this the guy that I saw on a movie screen in Beach Street.
That's right.
And now I'm in the studio with them.
Crazy.
Working with Quincy Jones.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a Quincy Jones picking this love for the song. It changed my life. He taught me about the sound of rain on a song. I was like, what do you mean?
Quincy was next level.
Crazy.
Like, there's another song on the album called Tribute to Birdland.
Mm-hmm.
That I
jazzy.
And it's like when I got there to do my verse, he's like, yo, give me a few minutes.
Right.
And I'm sitting in the studio waiting for about a half an hour. And then finally Quincy comes in. It's like, I'm sorry, Kane. I had to get these here guitar parts from George Benson. I'm like, I can't meet George Benson.
Yeah, where George at?
I want to meet George
Absolutely.
Benson. And he's like, no, let's focus on, and he's asking me all these questions, these jazz questions that I'm like, I really don't know much about Sarah Vaughan. Like,
wow.
Ella Fitzgerald, yeah. I'm like, but I really don't know much about Sarah Vaughan. I really don't know much about, and I never in my life knew that there were black encyclopedias.
Come on.
He had his assistant make the call, and they brought like about, 40 books maybe. These black encyclopedias.
Right, all black history.
Yeah. I didn't even know this stuff exists, man. And brought him, we sitting there looking through it about Sarah Vaughan, Dizzy Gillespie, Miles Davis, all this stuff. And then he's telling me his personal story.
With them.
Yeah.
You are amazed.
I used to call such, and we went through it, and I'm just writing these rhymes about each one, based on what I'm learning from these books and what he's telling me.
Yeah, and each one teach one. You had to be amazed sitting there with Quincy, like going through that whole thing. You were there for other MCs. You took, I remember the first time I saw Jay-Z on Rap City, he was freestyling with you on the show. And then you took him on tour after that. So was you going to sign him? I know it's some Brooklyn connection. What was the thing? Because he showed up with you in many places.
We were trying to get Jay signed.
Okay.
We recorded, maybe about 4 or 5 songs. And we were shopping them, trying to get Jay signed.
Who is we?
Me.
Okay.
Well, I said we, I meant like me and Jay.
Yeah, got it.
But yeah.
He always had a partner mentality, I'm sure.
It's like we met through a mutual friend, Nike from the Shirt Kings.
Okay.
The introduction was really for me and Jazzo.
Got it.
Because Jay was with Jazz.
That's right. Hawaiian Sophie.
Yeah.
I'm discussing this with Bussy, cold profiling.
And we did a mixtape together. And then afterwards, Nike asked me about working with Jazz.
Okay.
And I told him that, I like the light-skinned dude. I work with him.
Right.
And me and Jay, we connected. And, we recorded songs and stuff. And I was shopping them. But what happened was when I did this Patti LaBelle thing, feels like another one.
Off of the Burning album.
Yep,
right.
Exactly. And, I'm on the road with Patti, and I'm like, wait, that's not what she just had on a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
I'm seeing her, like she did like about 3 or 4 outfit changes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, nobody in hip hop doing this.
Come on, visionary.
Yeah. So when the tour ended, I went back out, took my tour. I called Jay-Z. I called Positive K.
Okay.
And I told them, I was like, y'all come on the road with me. So I would do like half the show performing, and then I called them out on stage, let them freestyle while I change outfits, and then I come back out and finish the show in a different outfit.
Got it. Yeah.
Because I wanted, try doing that and getting them some exposure.
Nah, that's what we're supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like, man, you're worldly at this point. You're noticing things, you want to implement in your show. You're doing Playgirl. You did Playgirl, and then you did the Sex Coffee Table book with Naomi Campbell and Madonna. But let's stay on Playgirl for a second. So that was just something like, I'm just going to do some shit? Like what?
It was a joke.
Oh.
It came as a joke.
Oh.
And we just made it real. The publicist.
Look at Tiffany. She saw the pictures, Kane. She's a fan.
We had got Essence. And the publicist said, Warner Brothers, Gene Shelton. I was like that rap artist that he worked with, that he did things that, he I guess didn't expect he could do with a rap artist.
He could do other things with you, more worldly things.
Yeah. Because some rap artists were a little difficult,
100%.
So it was like, he was getting me in Jet magazine, stuff where they didn't really allow rap.
Yeah.
So when we got Essence, he was like, I don't know what else we can do. He's like, we're going to do Playgirl or something like that. I was like, shit, let's do it. It was a joke. And it was like, we sitting there drinking and just joking about it. And really did it.
Came to fruition. Let me ask you this question, because there's a picture with you, Naomi, and Madonna, and they are really posing, but you're really focused on the work. You dig what I'm saying? And it was like, it was a kind of little thing you were looking at. I was like, he about to, I don't know what happened. I would love to have been a fly on the wall. What was that experience like?
Man, that whole photo session was so much fun. Madonna made the day go by. She was having the time of her life. She had us crying, laughing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But they was topless and all. Was they naked, or was they just?
Yeah. Some topless, some nude.
Oh, okay.
But it was like, it wasn't even about that, It was about,
the art?
The moment. Yeah, the art. Yeah, just.
Can I say one word? Just real quick? Cap! Cap! Really?
Yeah,
The art. It was no relationships, because back then Madonna was outside.
I mean,
I really want to know. This is not trying to be.
She was mad cool.
Okay.
She was mad cool. I mean, she was walking around topless or nude most of the time. When I got there, she was nude.
Wow.
And telling me about what happened. Like, she's standing there with no clothes on, telling me, let me tell you what just happened. I'm standing out in the middle of the street, just like this, nothing on, with my thumb out, hitchhiking.
That's the picture in front of the book, book, yeah.
Taking photos. Not one car stopped. You believe that? Fucking Madonna, nobody stopped for me. You believe that, Kane? This is like, so this is how the day went.
That's how it started.
But that's how it went. Like, she just made it so comfortable and everybody had fun.
That's
we
beautiful.
laughed. And it was a good day, man. It was
and again, Kane, you doing shit nobody doing that. Mind you, that's as a young black man looking at Naomi Campbell, supermodel, Madonna, Queen of the Whites. Like, it's a thing. That's Queen of the Whites was funny. Yeah, fuck y'all. But it was unreal for us to see that. One of our favorite, this is our homeboy. Big Daddy Kane is, whether we knew you or not, you was our partner. You know what I'm talking about? You was the big homie. I mean, that was next level, bro. Congrats on that, because that wasn't being done by no rappers back then.
Well, we all have to take those chances. And even though for a lot of stuff that I did back then, I got crucified by, I feel like it opened the doorway for so many other artists to explore out of just that one little box.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Because like, when I think about this, man, here's what I see. As MCs, we're rhyming over Nautilus.
Yes.
Which is a jazz song by Bob James.
Come on.
We're rhyming over the Big Beat, which is a rock and roll song by Billy Squier. We're rhyming over Rocket in the Pocket, which is a techno song by Cerrone. So it's like, as an MC, I believe that, there's roots, there's grounds to that art of MCing.
Yeah.
But musically, for an MC, there is no music origin.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Because everything that we use in hip-hop came from so many different genres. So why can't an artist flirt with rock music, flirt with reggae music, flirt with jazz music, flirt with pop music, flirt with techno music?
That's right.
Because we all rhymed over the breakbeats of these genres.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I love that, man. It's inspiring to hear you talk, bro, because we on the sidelines watching it. All we see is the finished product. We had no idea about a lot of this behind the scenes because we just wasn't there, man. So, this is why I created this show, to take, like, even the movie thing. You went from that into, your first movie was with Mario Van Peebles. You know what I'm saying? And Posse. Big shout out to Sally Richardson. Jesus.
Dear Lord, baby Jesus.
You also appeared in Robert Townsend's 1993 film, The Meteor Man. This is the same year these joints came out. That's another thing. Rappers just not, people making features, you know what I'm saying? But you got to roll in Posse. You got to roll.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
It was great. I had done a movie with Mario called Gunman.
Wait a minute, you were in Gunman?
Yeah. And I was sick. Like, my dumb ass ate an icy in Mexico. I stayed away from the water.
Stay away from the water.
Yeah, but
icy.
I didn't think.
Right.
I just saw icy. I wasn't thinking it's still water. And I got sick. And, I'm throwing up and everything. And then, when they say action, I'm back in character.
Right.
They say cut, I gotta run, throw up.
Bathroom break.
Yeah, and Mario just said that he thought that was professional.
Wow.
And he liked the way I carried myself, and he told me that he was doing a Western. He told me that he originally wrote it for someone else, but, I guess, I don't know, they wasn't available or they wanted too much money or whatever the case may have been.
Right.
But he thought I would be perfect for the role.
Crazy. Do you know my first party I threw for a movie soundtrack was Gummin', and Rakim came and performed at the warehouse.
The Rakim is in it as well.
Yeah. That is so phenomenal. There were rumors, and I got to give you your flowers momentarily because I know you got to perform, but there's a rumor that you was going to sign with Death Row. And I don't know. That was I know you were doing records with MC Hammer. You did a record with. Did you do a record with Pac, or you were supposed to do a record with Pac?
I did one song with Pac, and me and Pac did a song with Hammer. It was Hammer's song.
Okay.
It featured me and Pac.
Okay.
And then I wrote a song for Hammer.
Okay.
But yeah, Suge wanted to sign me.
Did he?
Yeah.
Was it a real thing, or were you really considering it?
No, I was
considering all the things that were
gotta
going
understand, at that point, with everything going on, I'm a free agent.
Got it.
And East Coast label's trying to sign me.
Come on, get to the money now.
And he even offered me a bigger bag than I asked for.
Wow.
I asked for a certain amount, and he offered me a bigger bag.
Tell us.
Nah, it ain't that important. So I definitely was considering it at that point. What threw me was when he said, "Yeah, I don't know how you're doing financially right now, but if you want, I can cut you a check for $100,000, just to have a little something in your pocket till we get the deal done." And that part just
didn't rub you the right way.
Yeah, because it's like this here. Whatever you paying me in advance, that's contractually, that's what you're going to recoup.
No question. What's this $100,000?
What you give me this $100,000? That's some street shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That may not be recoupable. That might be recoupable. Like, yo, you going to do this for me. I need you to do this here. And I'm not saying that that's the direction that Suge went, but it's like, my understanding of the brother. That's the only way I can look at it.
Yeah.
I think, so I'm like, nah, I'm good.
Before we get into this curtain call, you have been on everybody's top 10 list of greatest MCs of all times. What is Big Daddy Kane's top 10 list? You only get 10 of all time in rap or hip hop.
I would say Dylon.
This nigga's hell. You would never say your top 10? Come on, Kane.
It's too hard to say, man. It's so many artists that I like from different eras and for different reasons.
Okay. I guess for the sport of it all, you get a pass. But you come from the era, though. It's okay if you stay. Okay, let's stay in your era.
But still, it's like there's artists that I like for.
He said, Dylon, you are hell. I did not know until the end of the interview. This man is hell.
There's artists that I like because of their lyrical skills. There's artists that I like because of their contributions to hip hop.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's like a lot of great artists that achieve so many goals in hip hop, and then there's artists that's like their bars is just phenomenal. So it's hard to
Okay, well you're in my top 10. Since you didn't want to give me yours. Curtain Call, the final album. It's kind of prophetic in a way. I don't feel hip hop is where it's supposed to be, or what it was, or what it was inspired to be with lyricism. Actually, having substantive things to talk about and digest and break down and report on. Let's talk about Curtain Call, before we get up out of here. What is that offering? Is it on the lines of that and where hip hop is and what it was to you or means to you?
Well, I would say that what Curtain Call is my conversation to my fan base. People that love Big Daddy Kane music. Whether you grew up with it or just got turned on to it, in the past, 5-10 years.
Right.
This is what I'm doing for you. For the simple fact that one thing I do see is that we have 40, 50-year-old rap artists that's afraid to mature.
That's right.
And it's like, you know, you don't have to talk about, you know, selling drugs no more.
Past the point of you not selling drugs anymore.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's okay to be mature because it's like in the 90s, I could get it.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
But where we at right now, we at a point where DJ Hollywood is 70, 71, something like that. Kool Herc is 70.
Crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Our pioneers are in their mid-60s.
Yes.
You know? So we have...
You still in your 50s, look at God.
Yeah. But we have, you know, we have grandparents in hip-hop.
We do.
You know what I'm saying? So just like in R&B, you can have someone that likes Mary J. Blige, someone that likes the Gap Band, someone that likes the Delphonics.
Yes.
You can have someone that likes Sexy Red, someone.
No. We don't do that on this
I'm just
show.
thinking, okay, Glorilla.
Okay, thank
Glorilla.
you. Absolutely,
Glorilla. Drake.
Got it.
Jay-Z, Big Daddy Kane, Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five.
Oof.
You know, I mean, it's different eras, but we at that point now where we have so many mature. The only thing is just that, you know, the fan base has to understand and embrace that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You know, you can't compare Drake to the Furious Five. You can't compare Glorilla to Big Daddy Kane. If that's where you at, then that's what you listen to.
Yeah.
Like me, I was a big Migos fan just because of the way they dressed. I'm like,
Mama.
I'm like, at that part too. I was like, yo, they was just fly. I'm like, yo, the Migos was fly. And then when I'm listening to their music started reminding me of the Funky 4 plus one more.
Yeah, the
Funky
cadence.
4, they used to do it like that. And then we
gotta make a lot of sense.
and then so I'm hearing the Migos. And we just
Versace.
and I'm like, yo, this reminds me of some funky. So I mean, this is a young group that I like for that reason.
Yeah.
But then there's, you know, like my favorite MC of all time, Kool G Rap.
Okay, we got one. We got one, ladies and gentlemen. Kool G Rap.
Yeah.
We got one. We're gonna try to get a couple
I
more.
listen to G because I know his lyrical, you know.
Crazy.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, with this album, it's the type of thing where, you know, I want to spit that grown folks talk to you.
Come on.
What I'm saying on this album is stuff that I think that someone 40 or 50 years old would be comfortable talking about.
That's right.
You know
we
what I'm
need
saying?
it too.
Just that talk. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know, I feel like if you keep it super lyrical, a younger generation of hip-hop fans,
yes,
not a younger generation of pop culture,
that's right,
a younger generation of hip-hop fans would embrace it as well.
Yeah, and it's not over till you say it's over. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people get to that point where they think they have to be a certain thing. No, pivoting has nothing to do with you changing who you are, your authentic self, your integrity. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of even like, you know, older, you know, I'm not gonna say friends, but industry people that I've known for years doing things that the youngest do. The young thing is for the youngest. You know what I'm saying? We come from an era that we created this opportunity. We need to act like it. What is the mature version of that? How do we display that? And this is something you've always done, man. I want to give you your flowers as you get up out of here. A lot of us grew up in single parent homes. And a lot of the men we look to, immediate circle had a very much a dysfunctional offering. But you, Big Daddy Kane, and all your amazing wordplay and the way you showed up in culture, it was identifying on another level. So for me, to you, I just want to give you a flower because Big Daddy, no pun intended, and the fact that you fathered MCs and you said it lyrically so many times, how these is your sons. You got a lot of sons out here, bro, in a real way. And I'm talking about that look to you for guidance, look to you for style and innovation in a form of music that we all ended up getting into some kind of way. And I never got a chance to sit across from you and tell you that, but I want to say thank you. I love and appreciate you, and you are one of them ones, man.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah,
thank
absolutely. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for the legendary Big Daddy Kane! Yes!
The dream is real.